Welcome back to the channel, man. Welcome back to the channel. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Like this video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. Man, oh man, this whole RICO case for YSL, YFN, man, this is going down. A lot of people is affected. A lot of bodies dropping. A lot of cases being cracked, and a lot of people behind bars is telling. Man, in the latest news we have is the fact that recently news broke out that Lil Keed passed away. Well, the truth is that Lil Keed actually passed away on Monday. They found his phone and they seen all the information in the text messages between YSL, YFN. They actually found the text message from Young Thug in the group chat on the Discord of exactly the hit, the planning, the execution done that was in the jail attempted to hit YFN Lucci. Once they found that information, and Lil Keed, when he passed away on Monday. He didn't just do it yesterday. Everybody think he passed away on Friday or something. No, it was 3-4 days before. Y'all gotta understand, they found Lil Keed knocked out. Somebody did something to Lil Keed, man. And when they found him, they went through, they started investigating. They didn't have no leads for the first 48. So since they didn't have no leads, they had no other choice but to go after all the plugs in his phone. Like, he had plugs hitting him up, and they were all tied to YSL, making moves and stuff like that. And it was literally private messages coming in, encrypted messages coming in, talking about licks that were going to be hit on YFN and this and that. So when they seen that in Lil Keed phone, and they didn't get no leads for the first 48 to figure out what happened to Lil Keed, they just went ahead and claimed it as liver damage, liver failure. So they did something and put something in dude thing, but that's allegedly though. Like, he could have got whacked or something like that. You never know. But one thing you do got to know, and y'all got to pay attention to, because this is a revolving door and this is karma coming back on YSL, is the fact that when Lil Keed got found and they went after everybody, that's why the RICO charge came out. The RICO came out after that because they had to do something to get justice for Lil Keed. So they knew that whatever happened to Lil Keed had to have stemmed from a YSL, YFN type of beef. And man, y'all gotta understand too, Yak Gotti made it way worse by stretching out that whole beef and putting fire into the flame, man, because when YFN Lucci purposely parked his car at that mall, that's when at Lenox, man, he bait carded them at Lenox because he wanted them to come to the car, because he knew at that time he was talking to investigators, he could say that they tried to pull up on his car and whatnot. But that's exactly what got Yak Gotti in trouble. And then the fact that they tried to do that hit on YFN Lucci and it didn't work. So then they pulled the hit on Lil Keed. Y'all gotta understand, Lil Keed passed because YFN and them sent a hit out on him due to the fact that this all happened on Monday. And then because they had no leads and they knew that he must have probably got hit by some YFN guys, they went ahead and dropped the RICO on everybody. YSL put everybody back in interrogation.
Because if you look at it, everything was undetermined until a couple of days later. They really didn't want to put out the information what happened between the YFN and YSL, because it's a basically high profile case. And you have to understand that it's a lot of key players in this chess game. And a lot of them was taken out. All of the pawns that they have, they took them out. And you have to look at the fact that the big fish, they sitting back like really like pleading to get a plea deal like before the trial even starts. You know for a fact, whenever a person tries to really get their foot in the door with the DA, you know that they're going to eventually have to testify against everyone that they basically was in the group with. So you got to look at the fact that if Young Thug has a whole different court date from everybody else, Like, that's not right, because all of them was charged with the RICO. So why does Young Thug have a case? Like, I know they charged him with the extra cases, but they literally ran them consecutive. Like, and they literally tried to make everything concurrent. But you have to look at one thing, that his court date was on a different day when the trial first started.
And y'all gotta understand too, man, they ran in on Lil Keed's house, man. They were trying to hit a lick on him. And what happened was that he was actually found unresponsive after a robbery that happened at his own, like his area where he hang out at, right? And what happened is that when they broke in, they took all the money and the jewelry and everything like that. But they told Lil Keed that he has to take the charge for this RICO. They told Lil Keed that he has to take the charge for Young Thug and he has to take the charge for Gunna, because that's the only reason they signed him. They was using him this whole time. When he said he's not taking no charges for nobody because he's not a snitch and he didn't do nothing, that's when they told him that they had to force him to drink the rest of the stuff in the bottle, man. They sit down and literally, real live, man, forced the man to chug the rest of the stuff, so it looked like one thing happened, because then they came in and wiped out all the cash, all the jewelry, man. He had baguettes, he had bust-down watches, rollies. It's a lot of missing items at a Lil Keed townhouse. Like, y'all gotta understand, man, he had all sorts of art and all these charms and bracelets and stones, man. And y'all gotta realize they extorted him. So the last few hours on Sunday night going into Monday, that's when Lil Keed was getting extorted, man. And somewhere in Atlanta, in the townhouse and the places that he kicks around, they came in through the back, through the sliding door, and he was kind of already, you know, he was practicing his studio stuff. So when they popped up on him, man, they told him, look, we need the money, we need the jewelry, and we need you to take the RICO charge. He didn't want to do it, and they forced this upon him, man. And that's why everything happened like the way y'all see it now. But don't get it mistaken, man. This all happened on Monday, but they didn't want to release the information until now. So something fishy going on about this, and everything just kind of breaks out after the whole Gunna situation. Y'all got to understand, man, this is not right. Something is definitely off in this. So I want y'all to go ahead and comment down below in the comment section what you think is so weird about this case, man. What do y'all think is so off? And we want to continue to say, man, condolences to the Lil Keed family. We rest in peace to Lil Keed, man. We support the dude. He was just trying to make it out. And comment down below if you support Lil Keed and your favorite song by him. And go ahead, like this video, man. And stay tuned for the upcoming updates, because we gonna have the information released from the family members. The family of Lil Keed is gonna speak out, the Keed family and everybody. And we're gonna get the press conference for you guys and get our questions answered. So if you got any questions you want us to ask the Lil Keed family, go ahead and put your questions into the comment section, and we're gonna directly take that to Lil Keed's family and get all those questions answered, to get everything resolved, and try to get down to the bottom of this and get justice for Lil Keed, man, and make sure that this whole RICO thing is properly done. And come back for the next video. Yep.